house until her heart is
Death
up.
do us part.
Okay.
Death has done us part.
So now the love is dissipated immediately.
Move on, baby. What's up? This is your boy Bamboo with Matter of Opinion. Again, I'm sitting up here with a host in my house.
Would you? We gonna stop that. We gonna stop. We gonna stop. They see your background,
so they know
we know.
Well,
here
technically,
in the house.
Well, just
yes.
say your name so I could get into my whole spiel.
Well, no, go ahead and get into your spiel, but just get it right, okay? Girl, you go back at
get
you.
into your spiel. Just
no, we on your home field. Go ahead.
Oh, we on my home field?
Yeah.
This is our home field, man. This is daughter to me, so I keep doing it to fuck with her, because I'm saying, my house is her house. You feel me? Her house ain't my house, but my house is her house. You know what I'm saying? Let the people know your name, man.
You let the people know.
It's my girl, Des. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, what we going to do is, today's topic is going to be about last names. When a woman get married, should she continue to keep her last name and have her husband's new last name added on her? Let me know what you think.
Well, you already know what I think, because
I don't.
Yeah,
I know, but they don't.
Okay. Anywho, so I think that every couple should do what works for them. For me, I had certain certifications and licenses that was in my maiden name, and I had a conversation with, at the time, my fiance, and said, "Hey, listen, what are your thoughts on me and you taking each other's last name?"
Whoa. He got your last name too?
Me and you taking each other's last name, so that we're creating something new and a legacy. So when you're thinking of generations to come, it all started here. Like, they literally will be able to trace this back to records where this is the first of our last name combined, and our children will be the firstborn on paper, birth certificate of that, and then we're, setting that. And I said to him, if he was not comfortable with doing that, I was totally fine with dropping my maiden name and just taking on his name. So it took him some time to think about it, and he was like, "You know what? That's a dope idea, and I think that's excellent." And so guess what? We both took each other. So now we have the combined last name. So both of us have the same exact last name, and our children have the same exact last name, and that's what we are. So whatever works for you.
I'm gonna keep it 100. You feel me? Nah, that's a no-go for me. My wife would have never had the option to keep her last name. She would have never had that option.
It's always an option.
It's never not with me. I can only talk for me. She would have never had that option. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you had your daddy last name long enough. You called him daddy long enough. Now I'm about to make you an honest woman. Now you calling me daddy. You know what I'm saying? So you take on my last name. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, with me, it's just a alpha thing. I'm an alpha male, so I like to go the traditional route. You keep my shit. Dump that nigga last name. You feel me? Because it just ain't right for me.
Like, it's just, that whole concept is weird. Like, you wanting to be called daddy, and she called her dad daddy, right? Just the whole thing is just like,
what's weird about
it's
that?
It's weird because why? Like, this is the person that raised me, my father. So if I don't call my dad daddy.
What?
But if I were to refer to him as daddy, why would I then want to have that same image, that same concept as my lover? It's just weird to me. It's
you
very
don't call
weird
your
to me.
dad daddy?
No, I do not. I have never called. No.
Man, listen, I'm telling you right now.
Because of this here, because society takes it and turns it into something different. It's just weird. It's weird. Man, it's very weird.
Listen. You used to call that nigga daddy.
No, I didn't.
Now at night you call me daddy.
But this is what I'm saying. That's okay with you?
And yes.
So
that this way when we at the dinner table.
Why would you want your wife to refer to you as her father?
Daddy.
As her father.
Like I said,
the same way, that's a term of endearment. Like, it's just,
I had to explain.
It's a no for me.
I had to explain to my wife's father, you know what I'm saying, before Thanksgiving dinner. I said, listen, nigga, when she say daddy pass me the salt, she talking to me. So this way we ain't confused at all. You know what I'm saying? She used to call you daddy. Now she called me daddy.
But see, again, it's just like a transfer of a parent, not a lover, a partner. That's weird,
that
bro.
Ain't weird for me.
It is very weird. Man, it is very weird. I explained
to this nigga right off the rip.
History has a lot of ways of showing its ugly head of deep-rooted trauma that's just constantly passed down. And because people try to normalize it, they don't want to look into it and revisit and say, hey, maybe this is weird.
Nah, I'm your daddy.
This is weird.
I'm your daddy. I didn't want to be...
So you saying I'm your daddy now. So that would mean that he's no longer my daddy.
He your father.
You're my dad. But he's always been that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just weird. So then if that's the case...
From 1 to 5, you taught her how to ride a bicycle like this. Once she got with me, I taught her how to ride like this. So there's a difference, baby. I'm your daddy.
So then why would you want her to refer to you as daddy, as the person that...
You don't call your husband daddy during sexual intercourse or nothing like that?
No.
You don't like occasionally, you don't squirt a little like, beat this daddy? This yours daddy?
No.
Nah?
No.
Oh man, it's heaven sent, my nigga. No. You ought to try it. Try it.
My husband doesn't. We don't. We don't.
Moving around like...
Because the whole thing is cringy and it has me... It's look at him.
Like she been touched or something.
Listen, it's just weird to me. It's very weird. Like
so it's okay for niggas to be like, yo, you know,
I don't
what's
say,
up?
Hey mom.
Hey mom. Hey mommy.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, don't call me mommy. Why do you want to sleep with your mom? Would you want to be sleeping with your dad? Like it's just weird.
Sean never called you ma.
No.
Never called you.
No. And he's a New Yorker.
He ever called you baby?
Yes, he's called me baby.
So that's not weird that he calling you baby, but he's sleeping with you. Who pussy is this baby?
No, because I don't refer to my parents or his parent. We don't use that as a form of this is our parent, grandparent, like someone that's a relative, and then now taking that and referring to it as each other, like your lover. It's just it's a no.
We're gonna have to
agree to disagree.
Disagree, because that's just what it is.
Yeah,
it's a matter of opinion.
Yeah,
but drop your comments in the section below to let us know what you think about it, because to be honest with you, we really need feedback on what you guys are thinking and how this show is progressing. So we really need you guys' feedback so that we have an idea of what to change, what not to change, what to talk about, what not to talk about. Right. Because to be honest with you, I could talk sex shit all day to you. You know what I'm saying? And feel comfortable doing
any topic. We can talk any topic all day. We're versatile here.
Sex is my...
Okay, we get that. But we can talk any topic. But it does help knowing not only your thoughts on the topic in general, but it gives us an idea of our audience. What type, like, what are you? Where, so we can feed off of you.
You guys are sort of a reflection of us. So that just like tells us the type of people we hanging around. And that's not saying that you niggas is bad or good. We just need to know what we hanging around. You know what I mean? So we're gonna agree to disagree. So we disagree on the last name situation.
No. We disagree. We're agreeing to disagree on the daddy stuff. So,
but we also disagree on the last name. I think a woman should drop her maiden name and pick up.
I think that each couple should do what works for them. So if that means dropping the maiden name, so I don't necessarily disagree with you, but I just don't think that your way is the only way.
Man, do that work, put it in. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? As long as you get to ride the chest, no matter who last name she got. You know what I'm saying?
Our next topic.
Go ahead.
Is
you tell him I did this one. You go ahead.
No, go ahead. You want high energy, Mr. Coffee Man?
I'm not.
You are. I already see it.
I can say
what y'all don't know is there's two different versions of BIM. It's pre-coffee and then post-coffee. No, so what you guys are right now is post-coffee.
Anybody that
he's wired up anyway. But what you guys are seeing
all day.
What you guys are seeing is like as if he's on a little.
The version you seeing right now
is caffeinated.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm caffeinated, but we spoke about our topics, and I swear to God on the ashes.
Leave her alone. Let her rest in peace.
I don't forgot the second topic.
You forgot?
That's that. I'm 50. I'm 50. But once you remind me.
No, you just told me. I remember everything. I got the best memory.
No, once you get it going, I'll remember everything. I'm telling you, I remember my elementary school teacher's name.
What's their name?
Miss Flaster, Miss Carp, anybody that went to Stillman.
All right, okay.
Please tell me what happened to that woman. Please tell me what happened to that woman. Because before this whole damn thing.
This is gonna get cut.
Nah, don't do that.
Because you name drop.
Miss Carp is
no, it's not the name of the teacher, but the name of the school.
I didn't say the name of the school.
You just did. Didn't you say Stillwater or something?
Nah, you just said that. We normally will edit and cut that shit out, but before niggas was eating bananas and shit and being on some paws and that shit is gay shit, nobody ate a banana like this bitch. Nobody. So if anybody knows
how did she eat the banana?
Oh, babe, we got a banana in there? Oh man, she would sit there with her legs crossed and she used to get her hair done like every other week and it was red. And she would break the banana off and she would be like, do you understand why you got the grade that you got? And she would eat the banana like. Anybody that knows what happened to that woman, please drop in the comments. And Miss Flaster too, because Miss Flaster was the first one that actually helped me out when I didn't have shit.
So she's still helping you?
What? What the shit is that? Miss Flaster, listen. All right, so listen. I know I'm going way off topic, right? Because I do that from time to time. I go rogue, right?
Every day.
So I go rogue a lot. So there's 3 people, well, there's one person in particular that I've been looking for forever. And it's like this heifer done died and that's died somewhere. Her name is Jennifer DeWare. She was a counselor of mine and she got me through a lot of rough times. So if anybody remember her, man, drop in the comments, man. And man, let me know or tell this heifer I'm looking for, man, because I just want to tell her thank you, man, because that's just something that rides my mind.
Were these teachers older when you were in school?
Well, Jennifer was a counselor of mine when I was in V10 correction.
Yeah, but was she older? Like an old lady?
Yeah, they probably ain't here.
I was gonna say,
but I would like to know that though. I would like to know if they didn't make it. I would like
then
to know
they
that
at
also.
minimum 70, 75 plus.
Well, no, Miss Carp was an old thing.
So then she probably kicked the bucket.
Listen, there's some
probably
things,
by the time I was born.
So there's some things about me that you guys actually don't know. Like there's things that I would like to accomplish in life, and finding out about those 3 people would satisfy me so much. I've been looking for Jennifer DeWare for at least 15 years. And I've tried Facebook, I've tried everything, and I cannot find her. I just want to thank her for everything that she's done for me. And she know exactly what I'm talking about. You
might as well say amen, and she done heard it.
Nah, Jennifer ain't dead.
Oh, she was young.
Yeah, unless she didn't make it through COVID. But she ain't dead. Mm. She always ate healthy and all that other shit. But that's just me. That's my plea for you guys. Other than like, sharing, subscribing. But that was going rogue. EP doing this, talk about move forward. So now we just been informed by our EP that
you just yo, I swear.
Our next topic is supposed to be.
You should have did stand-up comedy.
Who
should be in charge of the finances is what the next topic should be. And so I'm gonna let you lead with that.
I think whoever's better at it.
That's my answer. Okay,
whoever's better at it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because me personally, I could buy shit from here to Arizona, right? My wife, on the other hand, is the very like conservative one. So she not the one that's gonna be like, we got too much of that because she's a fucking hoarder. She's like,
all right, we're not gonna do her like that, okay?
Like my mom, she's a hoarder.
We're not gonna do her like that.
Something close to what your mom is. See, the putting the hands on people.
You said this is why you wanted the in person, so I just had to let you feel it, and
whoever's best at
that was for your wife.
The crazy part about it, I think they heard the actual smack close to what your mom. in this thing because I heard it echo in my motherfucking head. But I want to say whoever's best at it. You know what I mean? And it's okay to alternate to see who does a better job at it. That's my personal opinion. What do you think?
I do agree that whoever is better at it should be the one doing it. But I also feel like two things. If somebody is going to be doing it, it should just be one person at that given time doing it. Not to say that the other person can't be involved to know what's going on, but when it comes to actually executing the payment of the finances and organizing, it should be one, because too many hands in the pot could mess some stuff up where, it's just too much going on. So I do think, though, that both parties should be 100% involved and aware of how much finances there are. What are the bills and expenses? So that way they're not caught by surprise where an account is cleaned out or they in debt. They don't even know that they're in debt because their partner done signed up for this, that, these, or those. So I do think that you shouldn't be ignorant to what your income and expenses are, even if you're not the one that's actually making the payment. So everybody should be involved, but one person should actually execute the
disagree with the everybody involved shit. I do. I think the one person should just maintain the finances, and long as everything is going smooth, you got trust in that person. But there's also like demographics to this, right? So there's a certain percentage that go towards mortgage, credit cards, car insurance, whatever. But at the end of everything, how do you think that should be divided up? Do you feel like there should be a weekly allowance, or whatever's left we split in thirds?
I think whatever works for your household. If having each of you guys have a spending allowance that you each get per month, and that's your set amount, and then the rest is savings or whatever according to your budget is, if that works, that works. If it's like, hey, this is what's left in our account, it's a free for all. If we want to get something, we just communicate and it's done. Like whatever works for that person. But I just do think that it is like, it's not even about just trusting your partner. You could drop dead. My partner could drop dead right now.
That's what
and I would never, if he was the one that was covering everything, how do I know how to pick up the pieces, right? I could get life insurance, right? That's fine. But if I never budgeted, if I never knew what the monthly expenses were, how can I plan accordingly? How can I plan for the months to come if I don't even know what our regular general usage on average is for the month? So if I'm like, okay, shoot, let's say our expenses for the month are $6,000 total between the mortgage, utilities, groceries, everything that we need to live properly for the month. Let's say it's $6,000. If I don't know that, how can I go out there and try to get a job and know that this job is going to pay enough to cover the difference? How can I make moves? I'm going to have to be in the red first to figure it out before it come out. Nah, I need to plan. I'm not going to be worried about finances in mourning. It makes no sense because when you die, the thing is, the information doesn't come like that. We got to wait for lawyers to execute stuff, or I have to. Nobody wants to have to deal, but nobody wants to have to deal with that. Nobody wants to have to plan for that. If I already know now that, hey, if my husband was to drop dead right now, I already know mathematically how much of a difference I'm going to have to come up with to alleviate, like outside of life insurance. We're straight, so that doesn't matter. But the whole point, I know that because I'm involved. And so it just would be crazy to me to just not know like which way I need to go if something were to happen to him. Even if not death. What if he was medically incapacitated? Then what? I need to know what the load is going to be on my shoulder. Not today I find out at the same time as all this bad news. That don't work for me.
Until something happened to me, just ride my coattail. If something happened to me, you'll figure it out. Point blank period. Stay out my business.
That's y'all's business, though, because you could be signing up for credit card. It's not. Because if you're married and you're signing up for credit card, that's your spouse's debt, whether they signed up for that credit card or not. That's their debt, even if it's solely in your name.
I'm a man. I'm responsible for the bill. If anything happened to me, then it's gonna be the next nigga problem.
That's not true.
That's true.
And you
also
also
meet somebody.
So why? But who says that you died today? I want to meet somebody today.
Didn't we have this discussion already? Did we have an episode?
No, we did not have an episode on that.
Man, I'm
we
coming
did
to the
have
wait for the date.
We had this discussion already, but the whole point is we didn't have it on the podcast. The whole point is nobody wants to be dealing with thinking about all of that. Like, can I mourn in peace? Can I just mourn in peace?
No,
me and the children shouldn't have to worry about, okay, well, now we need to go stay with grandma because
hopefully
we didn't have enough for groceries because we don't know how much none of this stuff costs.
Hopefully I die in the middle of the month when you got 2 weeks to put it together and figure this shit out. You're entitled to go a month behind without, knowing what you got to do. These people will contact you before they come put a notice on.
Actually, they won't. They'll be calling your phone that's now going to be cut off.
Okay.
You're selfish. Yeah, you are. That's selfish. The fact that you want your family to be straight while you're gone, or if you're incapacitated to where you no longer can provide financially,
I'm gonna tell you,
she's gonna have to step up to the plate, and you're saying, "Oh, well, she'll figure it out. Too bad, too sad." That's selfish.
I'm gonna tell you this, and that was just bullshit. I was just fucking.
Yeah, well, I hope so. God is looking at you disappointed right now.
The God has been disappointed with me.
Yeah,
but he can't be because I'm the person he created. He knew this.
He was like, I created a sorry sack of shit.
Ain't say a piece. This nigga said a whole sack. Like, God, they're like, niggas just constantly shitted in this sack. And was like, this is Marie, put this to Marie's sack. But, yeah.
Your wife is laughing over there, too. Because she know, too.
So,
you deserve 20 slaps in the back of the head. I'm looking at that bald head shining, just asking to be slapped.
Well, goes to what you. But anyway, I think if you control the finances, that at some point in time, like my wife understands that, if something happened to me, there's a USB upstairs that she has to just plug in, and it'll tell her everything she needs to know. You know what I mean? But, me personally, like I said, I'm an alpha man. I just want everything and everybody out my way, and I'll take care of it upon my death. I promise you, on the ashes, there's a USB that'll tell you exactly what you need to know exactly, and I update it every month anyway. Because at this point in my life, I just want everybody to stay out my way, and that's on some real shit. Just stay out my way.
Very barbaric, like.
I'm an alpha male. I mean,
it has nothing to do with being an alpha male. You can be an alpha male, handle all the bills, and say, "Baby, this is what it is." You ain't gotta check in with her every month if that's not what works for you guys.
Update the USB,
but no one should be oblivious to what's going on in their world. It's not wise.
You could get any bill over there, and it'll tell you that you're well within a month ahead of shit.
But that doesn't mean that's not saying
because
you can't say that.
I don't like too many people in my
if you're earning more than your spouse, and maybe you don't, maybe you earn less than your spouse, but if you were
bring in that bread, I'm the broke nigga.
If you were the top earner in your household, the breadwinner in your household, and you're saying for your spouse, oh, well, you'll just have a month and some change to figure it out. You'll be all right. You'll know what to pay. If I ain't got no fucking money, it don't matter what I know what to pay.
Where the money at?
But the whole point is I need to be able to know what I'm looking ahead. Can I just pick up a part-time job at, I don't know, Burger King or whatever?
You the same chick that was talking about Magic City. And all this other shit.
All right, I can't be at Magic City if I gotta be home with the kids. You dead now. I ain't got no babysitter.
Get a sitter and go shake
with what money? If I'm going to go make the money because I had no idea what was going on with the finances.
You know how much them hoes at Magic City making?
You really
them
asking.
Hoes is making money.
Asking for it. You asking for it.
Listen, I don't even want to drag this.
And then you want your
Go ahead.
You just guys.
I
want. Please say in the comments what your thoughts is and what your take is, not only on what you do in your household, but what is your opinion on what we're saying right now? Do you agree with Bam saying stay out the way, be oblivious when your significant other dies, then you'll be aware of the finances and what you need to do, how you need to do. Do you agree with that? Do you think a month is enough time to get things together and in order and figure out your life after losing your spouse?
Of course.
Or do you agree with what I'm saying, where just being aware so that you can make a mental note so you know what you're walking into, what shoes you need to fill in the absence of your loved one, or
take note,
you know what?
Take note that Alice never knew how much Ralph was paying for rent or none of that, and Trixie didn't know what Norton was paying either. So stay out of the way, let a man do what he got to do, and upon that time, you'll figure the shit out. So this and that leads right into my next topic. How long are you gonna take if your husband or fiance, girlfriend, whatever, pass away? How long is it gonna take for you to move on? How long is it gonna take for you to move on?
Well, apparently I ain't got time to think about that. I'm gonna be working because I ain't know what's going on with the finances.
I'm coming to the wait with a date, my nigga. You heard?
Listen.
Oh man.
I don't think that there's a specified time frame on how long. However, if my husband shows up to my funeral with a date already, or even if the date don't show up to the funeral, if she show up to the funeral, she gonna get that work, okay?
Ooh, man.
I promise you. My family's gonna show up and show out. That's number one.
You know how long?
Number two, if he has a girlfriend and she's sitting at home waiting for him,
you know how long the side piece been waiting for
they will never live in peace. I will haunt them until the day that they close their eyes for eternal.
You know how long the side piece been waiting for number one to go on ahead about her business so she can slide up in that spot?
A side piece will never become number one. She's just gonna stay on the side, and somebody else will become number one. She'll never be number one. My
side piece that opportunity. She'll
never be number one.
She put in all this work. Let them see that work.
Listen, show up to my funeral, or at the time that I'm being mourned upon.
You are sexy.
With a date.
My wife is sexy, right? I can almost guarantee you guys, man, before that dirt hit the top of that casket, there's gonna be some nigga wanting to console you.
I'm sure.
Caress you.
But that don't mean I'm going for it.
Make sure you all right. You gonna be all right. I promise you.
That don't mean we're gonna go for it. I'm not thinking about getting under somebody. I'm burying my husband. I'm more like I'm not even in that mindset. And honestly, I would feel disrespected if you would even approach me on some type of time like that while I'm burying my husband.
Man, I'm telling you.
I probably will try to fight them. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be real angry with the world, and he will get the brunt of it if he think he gonna try to slide in
down south. They got this saying, I'm going for the gusto.
Well, and he better be prepared because he gonna feel the wind if he think he gonna be messing with me.
Gusto.
That's disrespectful.
I'm going for the gusto. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I don't. Every day, I think I can't get more and more disappointed and disgusted with you, and you prove me wrong every time.
To the funeral, and I'm like, "Look here, man. This here your new mama. I'm on some Hopper and Sealy shit. You heard? Like this here your new mama, man, and you know y'all gonna have to deal with this shit. I'm going for the gusto. I'm telling you, I don't care what nobody think about me. Put me out the wedding, out the funeral if you want to. Tell the director, but they put me out, so let them sign the assignment. Yeah, I'm going for the gusto.
That's insane. And see, I'm not opposed to my spouse moving on and finding somebody and being happy. I don't think that he should spend the rest of his life miserable and alone. And if somebody is going to be a great step parent to my children, I'm all for it. But what y'all not going to do is be disrespectful. I'm not even...
How's it disrespectful?
I'm still warm.
All right, but your warmth can't help me now. What you want me to do?
So you weren't in love?
I loved you. The Bible, the
So thing, you loved your spouse until her heart stopped.
Do us part.
Okay.
Death has done us part.
So now the love is dissipated immediately.
Time to move on, baby.
Wow.
Time to move on. Gotta.
Hey, answer me this for the men. Do you agree with this?
Yeah.
Is it all men that are like, or most men that are like this? Or is it that some men are like this?
They don't agree.
I just need to understand if it's most men, is it some? Is it 50-50? Is it less men that think that way? Like, what is it? And this is for the married men specifically. I need to know. You've already committed till death do you part, made a lifetime choice to be tied down with your spouse. Is this your concept? If your spouse were to not make it, Are you ready to just the next day? All right, let me find my replacement, her replacement.
You know how many?
It's crazy.
You know how many niggas is waiting for that moment?
And they gonna continue waiting until I'm ready.
Niggas is waiting for chicks to pass out and die. They be like, man, get this insurance money. Me and this bitch going to Cancun.
I wish you would think you're going on a vacation on my husband's life insurance money.
Oh, man, we going on.
And so so my husband and I had a conversation about like what we would be okay with the life insurance money being spent on, like with their new partner, right? So I said, listen, if you have a new partner, okay, she moves in, y'all having a great life, okay, that's fine and well. What I don't, and this is just could be just speaking out of just feeling a type of way. You ain't gonna give her none of my life insurance money to start up no business of hers. If y'all gonna work together, she's working, you working, y'all can save up, y'all can build her business and get her going great. Y'all can pay for the kids' college and anything that's gonna benefit my kids, their weddings, their businesses, whatever they have going on. No assets of what came from my life insurance should be going to her pockets and leveling her up. It's just, I'm not, no, sorry. You're going to have to grind and get it. You're not going to come up off my dead ashes.
Man, babe, what we doing next? Where do we go from here?
And I will make sure me and God will be up there. I'm sinking that boat you on.
Oh, you going to have to
and y'all going down like the Titanic. And you're going to be just like Jack, hanging off the side. Rose acting like ain't enough room up there. And guess what? The bitch gonna drown too. Because I ain't sending no rescue ship either. No. How could you think about it this way? To me, if I knew that a guy that I just started talking to, right, that he just lost his wife, you need time to process that, bro. I'm not gonna be the rebound or the sorrow, pity, whatever. If this is gonna work, I need to know that it's gonna work because you want it to work, not because of right now you're grieving and you're not thinking clearly. And I'm just to get over the hurdle with. I'm not with that. So I'm gonna take a step back. But this is what I'm saying. Anybody that's gonna accept that, I'm gonna question, what are your intentions? Are you here for the life insurance money that you know he's getting? Because who would want to get involved seriously with somebody that just lost their significant other? Where are you coming from?
All I can tell you is what my intentions don't be. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight up. I'm coming to the wait with a date. I'm leaving early before the repass. You know what I'm saying?
You're not even finishing the services.
I'm not sticking around for no repass. Hell no, I'm out of there. Me and mine going up to the USS Chowder Pot. Everybody else can get that macaroni and cheese and the string beans in the hall. I'm out of there. Me and mine.
You're okay with, say, for any of your children, their significant other showing up to your children's funeral with a significant other, a new person.
Repeat that again.
So your son or your daughter.
Yeah.
Let's say your son. Your son passes away, knock on wood, I love you, bro. Passes away. His wife shows up to his funeral with you would be okay with that.
No way.
So you would greet the new dude, dap him up, give him a hug, hey, take care of my grandkids? Fuck out of here. Yeah, okay.
I mean, shit, we gotta move on.
Okay. So I die. Who? And my husband shows up to my funeral with somebody. You can be like, oh, this a bad one?
Pull me to this. He better pull a baddie. I'll tell you right now. Because Sean show up to your funeral with anything less than you, I'm clowning that nigga. I'll be like, damn, you waiting for her to die for that? I'll be like, my nigga, like, damn, nigga, you could at least, held on for something better, but she better be a baddie. If she a baddie over the casket, you're not showing do his little gun thing, I'll be right there like, yo, my nigga, I'm going to look up and down. I understand, brother.
Give the
got my blessings, brother.
You got it,
Neff. You know what I'm saying? Hell, man. You know what I'm saying? I got some videos.
That's crazy.
How's that crazy?
I'm going to haunt you too if you do that.
So you are trying to tell me that if something happens to me, And Tamika next nigga.
He ain't at the funeral. No disrespect.
What
he
you
ain't
mean
at the funeral.
At the funeral?
He ain't at the funeral.
Man, you got my blessings. Bring the nigga to the funeral. Bring the nigga to the funeral. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like sometimes I don't know if you trolling.
I'm not trolling. Die and find out. Die and find out. This gonna be one of them, you know what I'm saying, you gonna find the fuck out moments. Shit. Let something happen to me, man. I'm telling you, if they had my wife on a ventilator or something, you know, what's that thing?
Yeah, the ventilator on ICU life support.
Yeah, that ICU, man. Man, ain't no sense of holding that up. Ain't no sense of holding that machine up, man. Somebody else might need that, man. Go and unplug that, man. Let's get this going. Yeah, it's like
this is why
it's like the Titanic.
No,
Bring
this
on
is why you guys need your little medical proxies and your medical will and living wills available, so that even if you're married, if you have in those wills, not just your regular will, but your living will and your medical proxy and all that on what you will want if you want to be resuscitated, which is you want to be saved if you were to die. If you're on life support, what would you want to happen? How long would you want to stay on? So that way you don't get fuck niggas like this. Unplugging the machine 30 minutes into the game, talking about Granny might need it down the hall.
Granny unplugging the machine because my phone is dying. You talking?
No, all right. I'm not entertaining you no more. This is a game. I'm not entertaining this conversation.
Listen,
I'm not.
All serious shit. The only reason why I would unplug it right away, is because I'm not trying to take care of nobody.
But who's to say that you have to take care of the person?
I ain't trying to wipe no ass or nothing like that. If the doctor told me that there was a 90% chance that this person ain't coming back from this, man, why waste that good electricity, man? Go ahead, man, and bring on the water. Yeah. And I would want the same thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sense of standing over me, man, watching me all man, go through with that shit, man. Get this shit over with, man. Bring on the repass, nigga. What's wrong with y'all?
The thing is, how many times have doctors been wrong?
Man, shit. When them niggas say that, I had never seen a doctor that was wrong that said 90% chance that this person can't come back from that.
They said my grandmother wasn't gonna make it back.
Ain't your grandmother dead?
My grandmother is not dead. That's crazy. Which one is my grandmother? That's my great grandmother.
You talking about Lila?
Yes, I am.
Oh, all right.
She wasn't supposed to make it.
Was it 90% or was it?
They told her she wasn't gonna make it. Period.
Man, listen. All I can tell you is, she had a good medical proxy. Because had it been me,
she didn't have one. Her children didn't want to let her go, and thank God they didn't. Because now she here talking junk to me.
Had it been me,
every day.
Had it been me, out of here.
That I don't even got. I'm tell you right now. I don't have nothing else to say, guys. I'm lost for words. Fill in the blanks for me. Drop what you're feeling in the comments. This is ludicrous to me.
It's not, because what happens is you keep these people on life support so long, right, to where the insides already start to deteriorate. Right?
So long. You said they could tell you today. It just happened today. Man, that's not so long. Give it 30 days.
30 days wet.
What?
You tell me 1 o'clock, man, who all could get
so if she, say, God forbid, there was an accident of some sort. She got to the hospital an hour ago. And they say, hey, listen, we tried everything right now. She's on life support ventilator. The machine is keeping her alive. The prognosis is not looking great. It just happened an hour ago.
Man, you tell me at 1 o'clock, man, I ain't trying to get the family together to come down there and cloud up my mind of what got to happen. By 3 o'clock, man, you be having a conversation with Jesus. Yeah. If he wasn't ready for you, he put more electricity in that thing.
Oh, my God.
By 3 o'clock, man, I'm telling you, man, it ain't going to be nothing to talk about. And I will fight whoever be like, he killing my cousin. He killing my niece. He killing my sister. Yeah, nigga, we gonna fight. And I promise you, on God, you ain't gonna have to worry about it, because you're gonna be right next to her. It's gonna be a buy one, get one.
I'm disappointed in you.
I'm sorry. Man, I'm a realist. I'm a real nigga. Like
an hour, bro.
No, I said an hour and a half. 1 o'clock and 3:30. That's 2.5 hours. If you can't get your shit together in 2.5 hours, you gotta go.
And I just went through a traumatic accident, and you said 2.5 hours if my brain and the nerve endings don't self rejuvenate. You out of here.
Out of here.
Wow.
You out of here. Listen, I know y'all gonna think, old Maurice is so harsh and this, that.
You might not be human at this point.
I really don't care what
you could be a
think.
CPU I'm talking to.
Hey, well.
Do you know what that is? The young kids is talking about these days.
Good luck with that.
You an extra background character, just existing.
A CPU is a computer. That's right. What CPU stands for.
Just you know how, like, if you playing a game and it's a character there that nobody is playing, it's just a computer and you just walking around just to be an extra body. That's you.
I'll be whatever people want me to be. But I'm telling you right now,
be the good guy and let your wife live.
What's so good?
An hour and a half, bro. 2 hours. 2.5 hours, bro.
2. That's a good enough time. Get your shit together. Let's get this shit together, and let's if you're coming back, come on back. Because if not, you just wasting insurance money.
It's already spent.
Man, I said what
you paid your premium.
Man,
whether you use it or not, your premium is your premium. Get your money's worth.
I ride motorcycles every year. Anything happened to me where I gotta go on one of the machines to live, man, go ahead and unplug me, man. Get your life on. Take me up out of here. And I'm gonna tell you, because I'm gonna do the same thing.
But it's one thing if you're saying that you want that for yourself, than to decide it for your wife, and if that's not what she wants.
We decided that.
No, no. You get to decide what you want for yourself. But if she says she wants to live, she should be able to make that decision for herself.
You better have somebody else as your medical proxy, because I already know what my intentions and plans are. You out of here.
I hope they don't give you a drop of insurance.
What you mean?
I think that wraps this episode. Do you got anything?
Get the money.
Do you have it?
No, I want to know why. What these people want to know why you don't want me to get the money?
They see why. They know why. You the only one confused. Like in the last video, want the explanation why the person dipping up out the relationship because you've been knocking the head from the washer into the tire. You know why. You can ignore it if you want to, and that's that.
So what we gonna do is
take a poll.
Leave in the comments. You know what I'm saying, and let us know what you think. Is it reasonable to keep a person on life support
for more than 2.5 hours?
You could say 2.5 weeks, 2.5 months. If this person ain't gonna come back the way that they were, and on even
of course it's not gonna be the way that they were. Back
and you got to take. Everybody says I will take care of them, but then they got their own life. If you sitting up in that joint like this and you can't move, they not gonna take care of you. You gonna have bed sores.
What I'm saying is
horrible death.
My thing is this.
Yeah, hit that plug, bro.
My thing is this. If the person feels like they want to live, I feel like that's their right to. If they need 24-hour care, then you have insurance. The insurance will cover for an aide or a nurse to be with you for that length of time that you need that care for. It doesn't have to solely be the burden of your significant other. But I think that it is insane that if your spouse feels like they would want to live and want to fight for their life while on life support, and you like 2.5 hours, get yourself together or you out of here.
I think I'm going through the blinking method. If you want to live, blink twice. If you want to go on ahead, blink once. That's what you think I'm doing?
No, I think you should have known that before it got to that point. I know my husband don't want to be on life support. He doesn't want to be resuscitated. He said if
2.5 hours, he's out of here.
No, not even. If he's dead on arrival and they are able to revive him, he don't want to be revived. As much as I'm against that, he does not want to be revived.
You want to be revived.
I would want him to be saved. Yes.
Now, what about you? You want to be revived?
Yes, because I have kids. If I didn't have kids, I'll be fine. If I didn't have kids, I'll be fine. But because I have kids and they're so very young, even if they weren't young, I want to be here as long as possible for them. I want to live. Wow. Even if I had to be incapacitated, if I have my mind to be able to teach them lessons, I'm valuable to them. I would want to be here for my children.
I'll tell you right now, man, unplug my shit, man. Let me go ahead with Jesus or whoever.
And now we should be funny, me and your wife, and leave you here. And then every time you're there and you can't move.
See, this is why I want you to unplug me. Because they're gonna be trying to do this revenge shit. You know, have me up in nah. Listen, she just helped me out. So listen.
No, that's nothing. That's why you want it done. If your wife want to live, let the lady live.
She just helped me out. This ain't gonna be no Medea situation.
No. Well, you know why? You know why he got that? Because he was a dirtbag, a scumbag while he was living.
She just helped
so
me out.
You're a dirtbag and a scumbag. Do you acknowledge that?
You just said that I was giving you. You called me a whole sack of shit.
A sack of shit, but I didn't call you a dirtbag or a scumbag.
I would rather be a dirtbag than a sack of shit. Shit is lower than dirt.
Shit could be used as fertilizer to replenish.
Can too. Hey, listen, we dragging it. So what I'm telling y'all is, drop in the comments of what you think. You know what I mean? You already heard my point. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you 2.5 hours to get your shit together, or you're out of here. And I would expect the same thing from me. Give me 2.5 hours to get my shit together. If the people tell you that my brain is dead and I won't be functioning like I normally would be, man, let me go ahead and talk to Jesus, man, and let him.
I think you got the wrong one. It ain't gonna be Jesus and it ain't gonna be Pearly Gates. It's gonna be flaming hot and them cheeks is gonna be TD Jakes on fire.
Yo, that is our show. And again, don't forget.
Bottom.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Leaky butt.
Feel free to tell others about our show, and feel free to give us some feedback on our content or what you want us to speak about. We out. This is Bamboo.
This is your girl, Des.
Like we always say,
subscribe.